Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy Geckner with the Front Row Movie Reviews, and this is your weekly box office report with stats from our friends over at boxofficemojo.com. Well, apparently everyone wanted to float with Pennywise the Clown this weekend because it had a monster opening weekend. The horror film brought in an estimated $123 million in the US, which was good for the largest fall opening of all time, the largest September opening of all time, the largest R-rated opening of all time, and the largest horror film opening of all time. And even more than that, it accounted for 75% of the total weekend gross. Needless to say, I don't think there's too many people who saw anything else but it this weekend. Let's see how much further this film can truly go, as now the sky is totally the limit on this film. Coming in at number 2 this week is the only other newcomer of the bunch, Home Again. This Reese Witherspoon comedy brought in an estimated $9 million, and well, what's really to say about it? It came up against a juggernaut of a movie, and $9 million is still a pretty respectable number for a romantic comedy when it goes up against something that big. Coming in at number 3 this week was the reigning box office champ for the last 2 weeks, the Hitman's Bodyguard. It brought in another $4.8 million, which brings its US total up to $64 million. And while it didn't have a humongous run at the box office, that going on a $30 million production budget really means that this thing cleaned up about as well as it could have been expected to at the end of the summer season. Coming in at number 4 this week is the other horror film of the top 5, Annabelle Creation. This brought in another estimated $4 million, which brings its US total up to $96 million. Now this thing continues to trend downward, but with 96 and only $4 million left to go, we are expecting that in the next 2 weeks this becomes a $100 million US grosser as a horror film. And rounding out the top 5 this week is Wind River. This Taylor Sheridan written and directed drama brought in another $3.2 million to bring its US total up to $25 million. And again, this isn't a movie that was really going for big box office numbers, but it continues to hang around there. And with an 86% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, you can bet we will be seeing this film come around awards season time. I'm Jeremy Geckner. Head on over to thefrontrowmoviereviews.com where you can find all of our videos and of course all the podcasts that we are releasing. This week we have released our full disclosure on It, so you can hear all the spoilers with that one. We're also releasing our guilty pleasures on Grease 2. Lou Hare has a couple of great guests lined up for that, and you won't want to miss that guilty pleasure movie. And then of course this week we will be releasing on Friday our usual episodes of Zonasodes and Are You Afraid of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy Geckner, and as always we will see you in the front row.